Well, welcome back, Diamondbacks. We are ready for part 2 of our long division notes. All right, as we stated before, long division is a family affair. So go ahead and put that in because, movie magic. It was already done for me. All right, it is a family affair, which means everyone has a part to play. Dad, mom, sister, and brother. So to start, Dad stands for divide, so just reviewing, which means we're going to ask how many times does our divisor go into a part of the dividend. Next, we're going to figure out how many times we need to multiply to get as close as possible to our desired number without going over. Next, we subtract, little period there, then we're going to divide, then we're going to bring down. And then we start the process all over again. Now, the first one I already started. We have 11 is our divisor. We're dividing it into 704. So, as you can see, I started this one off for us. I thought to myself, does 11 go into 7? No. But does it go into 70? Yes. That's why I put the 6 over the 0. How many times? Well, I'm pulling out my multiplication chart. If I need help, then I would say, 11, the closest I can get is 66, and that was multiplying by 6. So I have 66. Looking for the difference between the two, so I'm going to subtract, and I get 4. Because, we borrowed here, so regrouped here. 10 minus 6 is 4. So I'm done with subtracting to sister's part, and now I move to brother's part where I bring down my next digit, which is 4. Then I go back and I say, hey, does 11 go into 44? And yes, it does, because 44 is more. How many times? This is Mom's question. How many times? Well, 11 times 4 is 44. And look at that, it matches up exactly. So I have nothing left over after I do sister's part, which is to subtract. And my answer is 704 divided by 11 is 64. That's my quotient, the answer. All right, example number, well, for us right now, 2. But on the notes, example 3. Here we go. We have 774 divided by 18. Well, we want to figure out how many times does 18 go into 774, or how many groups of 18 can we get out of 774. And let's figure it out. All right, does 18 go into 7? Nope. But does it go into 77? Yes, it does, because it's larger. Now, the question is how many times? Now, I don't know about you, but I don't know my 18 facts. So instead, I like to remind myself that when I'm doing math, inside we're all superheroes. You're a superhero. I'm a superhero. The Incredibles are naturally a superhero family. Okay, we're all superheroes. And many superheroes, they have sidekicks. I like to call my sidekick and your sidekick side work. So I put a little SW off to the side because there's no shame to our game when pulling out side work. I don't know my 18 facts. So I'm going to do some side work and be like, I'm going to guess that 18 is close to 20. So if I said 18... it's close to 20, and 20 would go into 77 like 3 times. I'm going to guess 18 goes into it 3 times. So I'm going to try it. 8 times 3 is 24. Carry my 2. 2 times 3 times 1 is 3, plus 2 is 5. All right, 54. That's pretty close, but I think maybe I can get even closer. So let me try another one. 18 times 4. All right, well, 4 times 8 is 72. No, 4 times 8 is 32, so carry my 3. 4 times 1 is 4, plus 3 is 7. All right, 72. That's close. All right, so I put my 4 up here. Notice, I haven't erased anything or scribbled it out, because what if I need one of those numbers again? Do I want to do the work all over? No way. I'm going to work smarter, not harder. All right, so I have 8 times 4 is 72. And now I'm ready to do sister's part where we subtract. 7 minus 2 is 5. 7 minus 7 is 0. And I'm just going to leave it there. So my difference is 5. And then I bring down, that's the next step, brother's step, 4, the 4. And wouldn't you know, does 18 go into 54? Yes, it does, because 54 is bigger. And because I didn't erase, I get to benefit from my work before. 18 times 3 is 54, so I know this 3 is going to go here. 54 is what I have down here. Subtracting, they match up. I have nothing left over. So my answer is 18 divides into 774 43 times. Perfect. All right, final one. 15. Now, many of your multiplication charts go up to 15. But if they don't worry. We always can pull out our sidekick because we are superheroes. Sidekick, side work. That's right. So if I need it, it's over here. All right. Does 15 go into 1? Nope, too small. Does 15 go into 18? Yes, it does. 1 time. 1 times 15 is 15. And I subtract. I have 3 left over. That's going smoothly so far. I bring down my 7. All right, back to Dad's part. Does 15 go into 37? Yes, it does, because 37's higher. How many times? Well, you might be saying 2, because you know you got 15 cents one time, 15 cents another time, and you had a total of 30 cents. Excellent. So 15 times 2 is 30. I subtract. I have 7 left over. Now I'm going to bring down the 8. All right. 15, does it go into 78? Yes, it does. How many times? Well, it goes in, I'm not sure. Hello. I'm not sure. So I'm going to try some side work. Well, if I know that 15 times 2 is 30, if I double that, that would be 60. I'm going to try one more than that. So let's try 5. You can really try anywhere. Just don't erase because you might need it again. All right. 5 times 5 is 25. Carry the 2. 5 times 1 is 5 plus 2 is 7. Ooh, look at that. 75. Can't get any closer without going over than that. So I put my 5 up here and 75 down here. Woo, this is fun. I love it. 78 minus 75 is 3. Haha, 3. Because 8 minus 5 is 3, and that's 0. Perfect. And I can see that 3 is less than 15, so I know I divide it as much as possible. And then all I do is bring down my 2. And now I'm at 32. Does 15 go into 32? Yes, it does, because 32 is bigger. How many times, says Mom? Well, 15 times 2 is 30, and that's as close as we can get without going over. So excellent. Sister says it's her turn now. We subtract. 2 minus 0 is 2, and that's 0 because it's 3 minus 3 is 0. So from there, I have a 2. And I know what you're saying. Sometimes, what should I do? Oh, maybe you remember. We're 6th graders. We can put in that decimal point because we know they're always at the end of whole numbers, which means we're going to beam it up here. I'm going to extend my line just a little bit, put in the 0 that is behind it, always there, and now I'm going to bring that down. Yup, now brother has something. All right, from here, I have 15 goes into 21 time for 15. That leaves me with 5 left over, and like, what? It's still going? It is. It is. Continue the fun. Add another 0, bring it down, and now we have 15 into 50. And you're like, is this going to go on forever? I don't know. 15 goes into 50. Well, I know 2 times 15 is 30. 15 times 3 is 45. So I put my 3 up here, 45 down here. And wouldn't you know, I'm starting to notice a pattern. I have 5 all over again. If there's only 0s left over and I keep getting 5 left, that means it's a repeating decimal. So I'm done because that 3 is just going to keep going. 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. So my quotient is a repeating decimal. 1,252.13 with a line over the 3 because the 3 is going to keep going on forever and ever. Just like the fun of long division. It just keeps going on and on and on. See you in class.